Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Crystal City. If you missed the last episode, you can click on the eye in the top of the video to watch the previous episodes. Get caught up. Here we go, much better. No, it does not look like she watched the logs, otherwise it would be her who frowns, or she would even make a scene, but what then? It looks like somebody planted the idea into her head to drop by this cafe and have this particular ice cream. Or maybe she has the information about this route with Selena, but is not aware of it. Uses it subconsciously. Then, tell me, can the terminals affect a person's thoughts? Of course not, everyone knows it, even me. It's in the school program, that's physically impossible. The wrong parts of the brain are involved, although I do not remember the details. If I understood the subject better, I would become a scientist and I would not be involved in what I do now. I thought that Lynn was kind of ashamed of what she did. It's strange. I understood that to engage in this thing to an audience is considered prestigious here, or is it my influence? That's great that I am not a scientist. Aha, everything is back in order. She talks about people with science respectfully, but obviously she believes that her profession is not less prestigious or even more. At least her occupation is less boring. From her point of view, all the same we are so unlike. She looks at the world differently. The impact of terminals on the minds of their owner remains an open question. It's useless to ask the doc. He is the curator of this world after all. Surely he was involved in all this. Why are you so dark again? What's the matter? You need to change the subject. That's not much of a real conversation anyway. Why are there no waiters? What for? The machines are much better. But you can chat with waiters, exchange a few words, smile, and get a smile in return. Yes, there are places where visitors are served by people. People even cook there. It's quite silly to cook from synthetic products, but some people like it. But they are specially trained personnel, friendly and resistant to stress. They're hard work. Not every person is pleasant to talk to. Whoa. I'm not sure what's going on, but her eyes are super scary right now. Look at those eyes. I do not want to be in front of them. Then grabbed my hand. Her eyes widened. She was frightened, but also angry. Deviants, they are here in the lower hall. You should never talk to those ones. They are awful. What? Monkeys? What? Oh. So there are monkeys now? Is this like Planet of the Apes? Voice was so disgusted that I expected to see a hybrid of drunken punks and smelly bums. But there were two monkeys entering the hall. These monkeys? And why are they awful? You'll see. The wife started whispering and shrinking into her chair as if she wanted to hide. They had this strange couple. Of course, these were the people. They had tails sticking out of their pants and their faces were painted. Their makeup looked so skillful that I remembered myself changing color of ketchup. Edit color shape, that's a virtual makeup. A computer model. I wonder why monkeys. What animals live on the planet? None. The information about them from historical chronicles. After the flood, they perished. A stable closed ecosystem was not formed. People could only help the plants. In the meantime, Deviant sat down with the men who hesitated and did not have time to leave the cafe. Other visitors were much quicker. Oh, so these were just people imitating animals? Oh. But why did they save that guy though? They fled, keeping as much distance as was possible, as if they were afraid to get dirty. Maybe the guys stink? Laszlo Astet. I could feel nothing from the balcony. I just saw the names above their heads when I held my gaze. I thought it was funny that both of them had the word ass in their names. Really? That said lass. But did not make any comments, just listen. Oh. Okay. So they're very rude people. Very rude. Very rude. Man's face expressed surprise. Makes you think that I have an alternative sexual orientation. You have it written all over our face. Wow. The man jerked, touched his face as if expecting to feel stink ink on his skin. I realized that it was indeed impossible given the existence of a virtual makeup. You're all groomed, pomaded, and at the same time you're acting like a scared little girl. The guy got angry. I just do not show aggression and behave like a civilized man, like you dirty animals. Ow, you civilized people always name Car. The man was taken aback. But you made me, you started it. How interesting. He's trying to humiliate unfamiliar people and we are to blame, and he still calls himself civilized. Man began to realize that he was unable to handle his opponents. The deviants will immediately turn anything he says against him. He did not answer. Couldn't move, but it was made too late. Why so silent? F. Pissed in your pants? Got your tongue stuck in your ass? Visitor who is now pressed against a wall turned purple. I dare say that sinful sexual or aberrations are the prerogative of deviants. Alas, this projects his problems onto us. I was in these freaking are. Man, it's very weird to just repeat those, because I never say that. But like, I mean, sure, some people are homosexual and stuff like that, but they're using it in a more derogative term, and it's very weird to just state it, you know? It's very weird. I'm okay with people, you know, however their sexual orientation are. It's just, the way they're saying it, it's very derogative, and, ugh. That's not me, and that's you. You came here in a same-sex couple. In addition, you are deviants, and I'm not. It's obvious that. Look, you're also a chauvinist. Does being a deviant means being a perv? You're worse than us, man. At least we do not hide it. Tend to be a normal, civilized man. Your first words demonstrate your and chauvinist nature. The man choked with indignation. You think those are the features of being a deviant? You're self. You be honest and do not hide it from others. Exactly, you have to wear makeup too. That's something that would suit you perfectly. One of the monkeys reached into his pocket, scooped something, and tossed it at the man's face. He threw up his hand, but he wasn't fast enough. He was left smudging brown mud in an unsuccessful attempt to scrub it from his skin. Stop it at once, I called Guarda. Then jumped up from her place and stepped toward Deviant. Her fear disappeared, gave way to hatred and disgust. I admired this change. Well done, girl, but instead of answering, the monkeys just hurled at her a lump of dirt each. One hit her décolleté, the second one her dress on Lynn's belly. Lynn screamed. She waved her hands, afraid to touch the dirt spots. Her face contorted. She stretched her neck in a funny manner and showed it as if she was about to throw up. She's so terrified of getting dirty, it is not normal. Are you sure it's not dirt? I think it's poop. Shit stinks. It stinks. Oh, I see. I did not place smell emulations in my nose, so I did not feel the virtual stink. The demons were throwing virtual poop. Now I understand why they look like monkeys. But why did Lynn react so strangely? This shit is not real, or it is real for her. Her life, she has been living with the terminal in her head, and now she does not see any difference between this genuine reality and augmented virtual one. I blinked rapidly, choosing the option to delete. The stains disappeared from the girl's body, but she was already on the verge of a breakdown. She covered her mouth with her hand and ran to the toilet. She was about to throw up. The man downstairs happened to be stronger, but even he did not think about putting it to the edit mode and remove virtual feces from himself. The funny thing is, you now will be avoided by all your civilized counterparts. They will shy away from you faster and more willing than from us. After all, we are just wearing makeup and you're all covered in shit. Feel yourself like an outcast. The monkeys laughed in unison. Meanwhile, I blinked several times, removing stinking war paint from my poor fellow. Finally realized that the crowd was not real, and he sighed with relief. Hey, butt-munching monkeys! Stevens even jumped up. Who did you call? Yes, you're quite slow-brained. Stupid, how stupid that was. Did not get into an argument with a fool. You will drop down to his level where he will crush you with his experience, but... You are the sister's girlfriend. Shut up, don't give yourself away so easily. What do you mean? I mean that a frequent accusation of others in their alternative sexual orientation is a sure sign of a latent homosexuality. Are you so ashamed of it that you blame it on others? Poor homosexuals brighten to life. Have you been to a doctor recently? They say there are good psychiatrists there. Monkeys moved in, reached into their pockets. It seemed to me that I would be covered in shit shortly. Apparently, it is their proven way to win some time while they try to come up with the most offensive answer. At that exact moment, Guarda showed up at the cafe. Citizens, your aggression level exceeds the permissible limits. In order to avoid a fine, I strongly recommend you to calm down. Demons instantly lost interest in me. One walked behind the android, the other momentarily grabbed her breast and began to squeeze. Maybe you will help us to relieve the tension. Yes, of course, it's one of the recommended procedures for resolution of conflicts between civilians. The intellectual, who was no longer bound by the screen of two macaques, hastened to leave the cafe. He did his job. He fed the trolls unconsciously and therefore quite substantially. I shouldn't get into the quarrel. It was not a mark of intelligence, but those two had offended Lynn, and I was pissed. What the hinky-dinky is going on? But what was happening at the moment freaked me out. The monkey named Ass tilted Guarda by pulling her hair. What is going on? So apparently, seems like Akbar here saved her from some horrible stuff happening to her. For all that, my local body was much stronger than on the earth. Uppercuts were simply glorious. I think both demons must have concussion. Whoa, what have you done? What? Me? What did I do? I saved you. Are you kidding me? I saved you and that's what you get? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna end the episode here, everybody. It seems like apparently I'm a fool now for doing stuff by helping her. I have no idea. We'll find out in the next episode of Crystal City what is gonna happen. If you guys enjoyed this episode, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye!